What's up, Seahorse Army, and welcome back and happy spooky season! Since it's October, you know what time it is, or actually maybe you don't. If you're new to my channel, I like to post a custom Halloween doll each year. This started several years ago now. Oh my gosh, how many years has it been since I did Sally? I don't know. Anyway, but the very first one that I did was Sally the Rag Doll. I'll go ahead and put a link here I'll do the playlist. So rather than just the one video, I'll do a link to the playlist if you want to see my other Halloween custom dolls that I've done so far. But basically every year I make a custom doll themed around Halloween in some way. I started off with Sally the Rag Doll from Nightmare Before Christmas, and last year I actually got that same doll back out again and I gave her a little bit of a glow up, and that was really fun because then I also got to take her to Disneyland and take some pictures of her in front of the Haunted Mansion. It was so much fun. Anyway, things have been really busy recently. We've been remodeling our kitchen and I've had a bunch of other stuff going on, both related to YouTube but also not related to YouTube. And then of course the Disneyland trip. So this year, rather than doing a full custom doll, I am going to be doing a custom My Little Pony. I am definitely a My Little Pony fan. There's a hair in my eye, what the heck? I'm also very professional apparently. No, no, I am a collector of My Little Pony, specifically G1, G2, and G3 of My Little Pony. I have several G4, but I don't really collect G5 at all. Anyway, that's completely side tangent. But basically, because I've been so busy, I knew I wasn't gonna have as much time to work on my Halloween project this year, and custom dolls take a lot. Between the face up and the reroute, I also have to make an outfit, and just there's a lot to it, and they always get really stressful, and it makes it not as fun for me if I put too much stress on myself. So this year I decided to take it a little easy, and I want to make a custom pony because then I don't have to do the outfit. I can just give it new hair and repaint it. Anyway, I got this idea because I was going through some of my old artwork back when I was in like high school and in my early 20s. I would actually draw and sketch a lot. I was going through my old artwork and I came across this picture from 2002, I think. So since I liked My Little Pony ever since I was a little kid, I would draw my own original characters, but this was way before I had the concept of being able to customize a pony. And I had completely forgotten about this picture like for several years up until I found it again when I was going through my old stuff. But anyway, I saw this picture and I thought that this was gonna be perfect, and I just so happen to have the perfect candidate for this. I'm going to be using Pony Bride for two reasons. One, because if you look at the original picture here, I'm gonna put them side by side right now. If you look at the original picture, she looks a little bit more on the slim side. So if you look at some of the original G1 My Little Ponies, they look a little bit more chunky. But the pony that I drew is a little bit more slim, and if you look at the Pony Bride, she is literally like the perfect body type by comparison to the other G1 ponies, and I think that she would fit this design perfectly. Also, this is a pony that I got in a lot from eBay, and she has cut hair. She's also a little dirty and discolored. Plus, I actually have another one. I do have another Pony Bride who is in a slightly better condition. Her hair has not been cut and everything, so I still have a Pony Bride in my collection, so I don't feel bad about customizing this one. Anyway, that being said, I have a lot of fun ideas that I'm looking forward to doing for this pony, and I have a tendency to talk a lot in these videos, so let's just go ahead and skip over all of that and get straight into the customizing. All right, so this is our victim for today, and this is going to be the before footage. So this is what the pony looks like when I got her. I have not done anything. So the first thing I'm gonna do is remove the hair by cutting it as short as I possibly can, and then removing all of the plugs from the inside. Pro tip, before you start cutting the hair, put down some paper towels or something that you can catch all the hair on. That way you can just wad it up when you're done and throw the whole thing away. It saves you a lot of mess. glue is giving me a little bit of trouble, so I'm gonna use some pure acetone on a Q-tip to try and eat through some of the glue around the neck. So the neck started to break, but I finally got like part of the lip, so I'm gonna pull from here and hopefully it doesn't rip the rest of the way off. That was such a pain. Next, I just need to remove the rest of the hair from the inside. Next, I'm gonna clean the pony, and for this I'm gonna use some warm water and some dish soap, and I'm gonna scrub the pony using a clean toothbrush. Okay, so next I want to remove all of the factory paint so that way we have a blank canvas, and I'm going to be using 100% pure acetone as well as some cotton swabs. So when I was taking the head off, the neck started to split. This is one of the dangers of using an X-Acto knife trying to get the pony's head off, because all it takes is a little nick and then the rest of the neck will start to split. Luckily, I was able to get the rest of the neck out without it completely splitting off, but I am going to use some super glue to glue this back together. That way I can put the head back on and not worry about this ripping further. So next, let's give the pony some hair. going through my hair stock box. Now, I think I'm going to be using this color, which is Black Magic from dollyhair.com. And Cherry Pie, which is the only red color that I have. I also want to get a little creative and add a little bit something extra, so I am going to be giving this pony some tinsel. I've got bright red and I've got black holographic tinsel here, so this should be interesting. Okay, so now I'm gonna trim the hair, but I really like the length. I don't wanna take a lot of length off, plus I don't want a blunt cut at the end, but I do want to trim up just some of these longer bits, especially for the tinsel, just so that way they're not sticking out any longer. So I'm just gonna point cut the ends real quick. Okay, now that I've got all the painting done, I want to embellish. I want to add a little bit of sparkle, and I happen to have these nail art gems, like they're like little plastic fake rhinestones for nail art. So I'm just gonna take my little wax rhinestone picker-upper thingy, whatever this pen thing is, and some tacky glue, and just add a little sparkle to different spots around the pony. Okay, so now that she's all back together, I need to pick a ribbon to put in her tail. So I bought this bundle of ribbons from Michaels, and there's a lot that I would like to use. For example, I was thinking of using this ribbon because it has spiders on it, but since her hair is already black, I thought it would kind of blend in. I also liked some of these others, like the little witch hats, or even this one, which is pumpkins wearing witch hats. I thought that that was kind of cute. But I think I want to stick to the original artwork and give her an orange bow. So I do have a few different choices here. I think I'm going to stick away from the bats since her theme is spiders. So I'm just going to stick with something like a generic pattern or solid. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put together a couple different ribbons to kind of create a bow that I like. All right, so I'm just going to use hot glue for this part. So I decided to style her hair. I wanted to have waves, kind of similar to how the original artwork had. So I'm gonna just do the braid trick. I already braided her tail. I'm gonna go ahead and braid her mane up. That way when I take it out, it's gonna have these like, not exact curls, more just this wavy texture. So So now that I've got her hair all braided, I'm going to run the braids under some hot water. I'm not gonna do a boil wash. I'm just going to rinse it off in the hottest water that my tap will do. And then I'm gonna let the braids air dry. After 24 hours, I take the braids out to reveal the waviness of the hair, and it looks beautiful if I do say so myself. Now let's take the pony to a pumpkin patch for the reveal. And she is all done! I'm so happy with this. I had a lot of fun. I realized that I actually really enjoy the customizing process in general, but customizing ponies is just so much easier because you don't have to make a dress or, you know, an outfit for the pony necessarily. It's just the rehairing and repainting process, which really, that's the part that I like. So I'm really happy with how she turned out. I love that she, you know, like I was able to bring to life one of my original characters or one of my drawings from high school, you know, bring it into a 3D space basically. Like I said before, when I drew that picture, I did not have the concept or like the understanding. It's like, obviously you can do whatever, you know, you can paint any object you have or whatever, you know. I just didn't like know how to customize a pony, and I had never really seen it being done at that point in time. But since I've been customizing and everything, I love the fact that I have the knowledge and the ability to create this, you know, and bring back that character from so many years ago. All that aside, even like with the, you know, the drawing aside, she just looks really cool. I'm actually really happy with her. It was another part that was really easy for me is I didn't have to come up with a design because I used a design I came up with years ago. It's always easier if there's already a concept and I'm just following that and making it come together, and that's basically what happened here, and she just looks so cool. I don't know, I feel like I have creative blocks sometimes with choosing a color palette or doing certain things, so when I'm coming up with something from scratch, I tend to get stuck or just, I don't know, like it's sometimes it's difficult. So it was really fun to work from something specific and like basically bring that to life. I also like the little like touches that I added with the way that I did the bow with the extra ribbons, and then the little gemstones or rhinestones or whatever they are added to the cutie mark to make it 3D and a little bit more sparkly, and like around the eyes as well. I really like those little touches I added because I think it just kind of like elevated the look of the pony just a little bit. But I'm just really happy to have her. I think she looks so sweet and so cute and like super spooky, and it's very much the style of Halloween that I like, because I don't like the blood and gore and like grossness. I like the cutesy, spooky, like whatever, like that kind of fun version of Halloween. The Mickey's not so scary Halloween, basically. You know, and she definitely kind of fits in my aesthetic when it comes to Halloween. So she is definitely going to become part of my annual Halloween decorations. I didn't decorate this year because I just have too much stuff and I couldn't really get back to my holiday box in time for Halloween. But she's going to go in with my Halloween stuff, and every year I'm going to be getting her out to be on display with my other Halloween decorations as well going forward. Anyway, that is going to be it for me. I had so much fun working on this pony. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comment section, what you thought of this pony. Also, do you enjoy this style of video? Because like, The pony customizations are much easier and they don't take as much time, so I can do them more often. And if it's the type of video that you enjoy watching, if you like seeing custom pony videos, let me know in the comment section if that's something you would like to see more of, or if you like the custom pony videos better than the custom dolls or vice versa, let me know. Anyway, that being said, I'm gonna get going for right now. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me while I customize this My Little Pony into a Halloween pony. On the original drawing, by the way, I named her Black Widow, which I feel is like not very creative. I'm just gonna go with Widow for now, but if you can think of a better name or more creative name for a Halloween themed My Little Pony with a Black Widow and spiderweb for the cutie mark, let me know your suggestions in the comment section. That being said, I'm gonna get going for right now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff, and I hope I see you next time. Bye. If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting thumbs up. You can check out some of my other videos by clicking one of the links on the screen. I post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.